Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a real quick update for you. Originally, when I decided to do this channel, I was just going to post videos. I never really planned on going live until I did, and I really have fun interacting with subscribers and people on other channels. So it kind of got me thinking maybe I'd do my own show. I know everybody's got their own little gimmick and their own show, so it was really kind of a lengthy process for me to figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. So with the help and input from many people here in the community, I've come up with something that I think will really work, because I enjoy the scenario-based questions of what would you do if this happened and what would you do if that happened. The problem with me with the scenarios is I'm big on detail. So what I've decided to do is I want to start a show. I'm not sure exactly what day. I'm leaning towards Sundays, maybe at 8, a couple hours before Dusty goes on with Prepperty, because Sundays are a good day to catch most people. Hopefully I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. If I am, please send me an email or a message or a comment, and I'll try to find a different time to do it. But obviously there's going to be issues. There's never going to be a perfect world where everybody has their own slot to go live, unless somebody comes up with a way to organize that. But what I want to do is I want to call the show WWGD, What Would Ghosts Do? And basically what it's going to be is a deep dive personal scenario input kind of thing. What I want to do, I have an separate email for this channel. I'll put it in the comments. It's called, the email address is wwwgdquestions@gmail. And what I want to do is, for anybody out there, if you have a scenario that personally applies to you, or a scenario that's always been bugging you, or some for any reason, please email me a detailed email about the scenario. I mean, don't just email me something, hey, what happens if I'm at work and the balloon goes up and there's an EMP and my vehicle doesn't work. Well, that's not even really a question, okay? I need to know how far you live from where you're at work. I need to know what time of the year is it? Is it February and you live in upstate New York? Is it the heat of the summer in July and August and you live in Phoenix and you actually work in the desert? I need to know all these little details. So cook up a really good email, a really good scenario. It could personally apply to you. It could be like the one thing that really, really bothers you. And I want to spend, several days really researching the scenario and diving into it, and come up with a really, really good it'll be geared personally towards you and whatever question is that you ask me, like a response to your question about your specific scenario and how it applies to you personally, instead of watching generic scenarios and answers. And I know there's several times scenarios I've heard people replying what they would do and how they would do it, and I'm not saying that the way I do it is correct. I'm just saying that if I was in your shoes, this is what I would do. And obviously the more detail you give me, the better response you're going to get as far as an answer goes. Like I said before, just email me and I'll work it up. And what I would like to do is, when I do this slot, is I'll come up with, say, my scenario response for your scenario. If I choose your question, I'll email you back and I'll say, hey, Bobby, I chose your question. Can you go on live with me Sunday night at, say, 8 o'clock? And it'll be you and me sharing the screen, nobody else. And we'll read your question. You will read your question. I will respond to your question in detail, step by step by step, as detailed as possible. I mean, down to the most minute thing that I can possibly think of. And then after the response is done, if you have any questions for me personally, ask away. Then we can open it up to the comment section for questions. And here's the thing about the comments, guys. The only questions that we're going to respond to are questions that actually relate to this specific scenario. I don't want to get off in left field and right field about different parts of it. It's going to be scenario based for that person and that personal experience. That's the direction I'm leaning in with this channel. I want to get it cranked up next week. So please email me your scenarios. The more detailed, the better. I'll have more fun doing it, and we'll get a lot more out of it. Obviously, if you don't want to go online but you want your question answered, please state that in your email, and I'll answer your question, and I'll just post a video responding directly to you and your question, and I'll post those randomly throughout the week depending on how many questions I get. Hopefully I get a lot, because this could be a lot of fun, in my personal opinion. like I said, we're going to call it possibly WWGD, you know, a deep dive with ghosts, and we're going to really do a deep dive in your scenarios. So if you have any questions, comments, any ideas that you think might make it better, please send me an email or comment and let me know. And once again, I will post the email for the questions in the comments here for this video below. It's going to be wwgdquestions@gmail. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah. wwgdquestions@gmail. Send me those emails with your detailed scenarios. Can't stress that enough. Got to be detailed. And if chosen, I'll respond to you. We'll have you on live. I'll do it once a week live. And if you don't want to go on live with me, then I will post a specific video for that question when I choose it. Thank you for your time. I hope you all like the idea, and I hope it really, really works. I want to have some fun with it. Other than that, this is Ghost checking out, and I will talk to you later.